What is happening? What is happening?
Mr. Langdon, I'm Dr. Brooks. Get rid of this, shall we?
Yeah.
Do you know what day of the week it is? 20th of June.
On Monday.
You can remember.
Everything is... I had some kind of an accident. No.
Your wife? Professor Langdon, you're suffering from a head trauma and there's no evidence of intracranial bleeding, which is very real. Neurologically, you seem to be fine. Your memory will...
Could you turn off the lights, please?
Fusions, then photosensitivity
Could you please
common.
turn off the lights? Doing in Florence.
Yes.
Well, how did...
Head wound.
Was a real woman?
No, a cab driver.
Do I have to know my name?
London, we spoke afterwards. Sorry, that's not quite fair. I was 9 at the time. And I liked your books.
Okay.
I read them all, actually.
Did I?
Professor Langdon and dizziness. The front desk. The police are here to know all the facts of your case. Your head wound wasn't caused by an ad fall, which is what caused the concussion. If the bullet had been in...
Professore, oggi si deve riprendere.
Sei ubriaco cosa?
Andiamo! Veloce! Non ne ho idea. Ti pago il doppio.
You're still in Florence.
The police woman just tried to give me a minute.
Also, when you came into ER, you were...
No.
Why was someone shooting at you?
You could keep at. I'm
Hi.
just.
You want to shoot at?
I'm sorry.
Recover.
Can I ask you? It's in the morning for energy. A cup of coffee.
Sure.
Thank you for help.
This is... You won't be able to trust your own thoughts for a while.
Time that medieval doctors wore and it turned to black.
Mostly incoherent, but I did hear the word.
Blood and fire. Woman. It seems so dangerous.
Do you want that? Clothes are covered in blood, please, okay? I can't. I've left your things in the bathroom. Her friends?
Does he live here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not like that. It's in my old jacket.
What are you doing with it?
I have no idea.
Yeah. It's got thumbprint recognition. Specified individual. Consulate.
No, please. Wait. There's a simple way to find out if this thing belongs to me. At least if I open it. Before I put myself in anyone. That makes sense, doesn't it? We're opening it. And it is mine. This is it.
It's bone.
Three-headed man-eating Satan. The three gnashing mouths are symbolic. It explains my visions. You hear that?
Mm.
This could be a fair.
He painted it as an illustration of Dante's Inferno.
Garden.
I was a bit obsessed.
Dante, since he defined it 700 years ago. But this is what I have been seeing. With letters. Liars covered with pins.
The punishment for thievery. You have this.
Professor 5, we've been looking for you. Mr. Langdon, do you have the tube? If we can't find you.
What do we do?
Sir, we were cut off.
Yes, sorry.
Stay in your room. We're sending someone now.
Okay. We wait and see who they say.
Langdon, Via Dolorosa, number 12, apartment 3C.
Point Langdon. Whatever it takes, let's get him. Go, go, go.
Of hell. It's called the Malabolga. It means evil ditches. Is not in the original painting.
An E.
On seducers, whipped by Dean Tar.
V. R.
There. Text. Is that in English?
Through the eyes of death.
Bioengineer. Notorious for.
It took the Earth's population 100 more to reach 2 billion in 1970. It gives the example of a beaker. Minute. We placed the first bacteria in the field. At what time is the beaker still working? How? That's what time it is. These are high. Every single global ill that is birth control measures, they don't stand a chance. My privacy, don't tell me what to do. And 5, major, big, bold, immediate action.
Not a farmers.
He created a play. Of hell. Is this supposed to be a.
He killed himself 3 days ago.
Bothering me. The circles of hell have been rewritten.
And we certainly can't trust the consulate.
Flatters not there.
And what they'd do to get
So,
it.
a discord there? No. He has assigned a letter to each sin. Yes. Anagram.
Oh,
I know another way out.
C-R.
if you have a phone, best leave.
Close.
Good. Let's go.
Letters overcoat. Covered. Chirkatrova.
This is already here. Bring me up to speed.
Bouchard's up there now.
And so is the pointer.
Well, I need better. anything. What's smarter? Don't trust anyone.
Oui. Ok, bien compris.
Go ahead.
I need to speak to them.
Beat you to Mr. Langdon by Enter. Provost isn't.
He tries anything and I will find him.
Try to real.
Enter, get the Faraday pointer before the governor.
Sorry to hear that. What operation? How unprofessional. And Langdon. Body not found. Wallet remains. Let's have a quick identification. Langdon is out of frame. And in possession of the tube? Yes. It was such a good... She should be. Innocento. No, it's just... seeing the client's video. It's just the client, Mr. Zobrist. The client is dead. Mr. Arbogast. Chief among the and we don't exist. If this video you asked me to avoid abnormal housing was normal. Well, also rhetorical.
The Palazzo's Hall of 500, there's a famous mural. Joseph is one of the art world's most famous causes.
And what's the matter?
Hospital, I kept saying I was sorry.
Very sorry, Good. You seem clearer.
Well, I don't remember ever meeting Zobrist.
There's a lot you don't remember. Wanted your help with the part.
Because I lecture on mass murder?
You said you found him compelling.
Is like
Well, maybe they tricked you. Someone...
Palazzo Vecchio is this way.
Charged to her credit card within the past hour.
Antoaccio ha besoin d'une collaboration.
Sotto il controllo della WHO.
Comandi. Sono dalla stazione.
Porta Romana.
Plus de cannes ici.
Sveglia piedi. Comando 1 in direzione nord.
Quota.
Unità, dirigetevi navolo.
Delta.
Controlla le scale a nord.
To the Pissarra corridor, right across the Ponte Vecchio.
Is the garden completely walled? On gates on the east and the west sides. No other way out? Tenders.
Tornate indietro. Prendete posizione al corridoio Vasari.
The professor has become alone. Fail and you'll be held accountable.
There. That's the Pissarra. Okay, see the two farmhouses? Dead center.
Cerca trova.
Yeah. See, get it. So now what?
Of death.
I see.
When?
At the hospital. Not at the hospital. Yes. And something was injected into my... What if... what if I'm the carrier?
I've got it too, and everyone we've come into contact with, an hallucinogen or anything else. Right, isn't it?
Professor.
I have no idea who this...
Ma...
Yeah. I'm sorry, this is...
I have to say knees.
No.
Is Ignazio with you again?
Morning. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm back again.
Il Duomino spent almost an hour with it up there last night.
No, it's cool.
All right. Where as well, Mr. Bouchard? What do you think he's doing?
What do you think you're doing?
The doctor's apartment.
I can handle boots underground. What, you think he's confused? Does he know what he's...
To the Hall of 500. I'm about to burst. It's such a romantic. It's essentially just a plaster cast.
The eyes of death.
Whose face was used for this?
It is a romantic story, I suppose. Local winds changed and he was exiled. They threatened him. Is the reason his death mask looks so...
Dante only knew her from afar, but he was obsessed with her his entire life.
They say Dante wrote Inferno about his journey out of hell. Married someone else.
That happens. Fall apart if you don't look after them.
Oh, yeah, we've only just opened. La chiusura.
Perché eri lì così tardi? Ho trovato un punto. Bene.
That's Ignacio.
The mask's owner insists without him present.
So the mask is not owned by the museum.
It's common practice to raise funds on air. His ideas were quite acceptable. Solo la telefonata continua.
Che sta facendo?
Ma... I don't know what to say. I'm...
Ma non è possibile.
Professor Langdon. There's
I'll be right back. Sono impazziti, non possono entrare.
Professor, I very much respect you.
I do not know what that mask is, but I will do everything I can.
Back! You can't do that! Professor, please stop! Professor!
You lied to me when you asked for my help.
Well, technically, I really took that mask.
You did take the mask. I just saw you.
This-
Human lives are at stake. I just want to know that I'm on the right side. Then let's find what we're looking for.
He said they were chasing him too, but he left at class 25. That's a reference to Dante's Divine Comedy.
Wait, I use Google. They're closing.
Tunnels, concealed doorways.
It's a 700.
Armenia.
Professor, how worldly.
We should be safe here for a minute.
Go.
By then, with other voice, with other fleece, I shall return to the Duomo, the cathedral where Dante was baptized.
That's where... Then we go up. There's a stairway leading out of the street on the other. Okay.
Little.
I'm uncomfortable and too. Well, I can never remember which. Not that hard.
Voglio sapere se...
Come on. Sienna! Crawl along that beam there, and I'll meet you on...
Antoine, we're back here. Safety's off.
Get out of here, go!
Get these people out. Everyone out. Give me that. Eastern side. That's where they're headed.
Okay.
Go. Agent Bouchard,
that same word. Well, thank you. That was not lost.
For those who refuse to act in time of crisis. We have created our own hell. The solution's ignored, so I took action last night at midnight and is now days of its release. The virus will replicate the current population to be culled by horrors. That this was our doing. Today is.
Our organization has spent the last several years in the employ for in the next 24. Sorry. What's up any worse than we already have? Shall we?
Where's Professor Langdon now?
He was with Dr. Bro.
I see.
Test for signs of contagion and quarantine this place. Great many more dead bodies.
Are you all right?
Oh, damn it.
We'll just...
Everything I've done, every bit of work and study since... I don't know if I can finish this.
Look, Zobrist is the murderer. We're gonna have to take another step.
Necessary, and I'll do it again if I need to.
Looks like it's close for repair.
The baptismal font.
Dante again, you know. All
Valuable paint.
smells like... Look at that. Doge of Venice.
Venice? Why Dante was infected.
The Museum of Holy Wisdom and of trickling water. The chthonic monster waits submerged in the blood-red waters of the lagoon.
What the hell are you doing? The World Health Organization. We've met.
He's suffering the effects of a head wound. He can't...
I'm the one who flew to Cambridge and asked for your help.
Yes? Okay, yeah.
I was the ER doctor at the hospital when the professor came in.
Was on the street. I think it was here. An injection.
Elizabeth Sinsky.
I do. But I haven't seen...
Sinsky is working with the foreign government to find... I've been chasing Bertrand Zobrist for 2 years. Let's get to the point. WHO if you like. Check me out. But do it.
Venice. We think it's Venice.
Can the others? I'm buying that. Excuse us.
Close the doors.
Keep the plane at the gate. We need to check.
Little of that.
He killed himself, but we took a package from him. A puzzle, specifically designed for his finger when you were kidnapped. Did she tell you about any third party? Did she have financial problems?
I don't know.
Mourir, professeur. J'ai pas le temps avec vos conneries. I don't know.
Gilded Museum, is that St. Mark's?
All of it.
Can I see that? I wasn't planning on it. Professor Langdon?
Professor Langdon. Hello, Robert.
What brings you here?
I hope you still remember your Dante.
Some water. He could be dehydrated. Some food. Thank you. Is he lying? He's in there. I can't open it.
Are you okay? Come on, let's go!
You're telling me that for 2 years, you and you organized research to hide him, to protect him. A worldwide pandemic have failed because of you. To ask that I simply decide to...
Successful one. May I ask, where is he now? Think. There's only one reason he would move out of pocket. As bid, I assume. Leverage, blackmail.
And I have less than 8 hours to find this pathogen. Excuse me.
Personally, you would even ally with an unscrupulous character such as my organization.
If you wanted to start a plague from every corner of the globe.
During the Blacks, before they would allow the crews into the city, making sure that they 40
It's nice.
the horses. These are recreations. The originals are in a museum. Per favore. Ask that guide. Scusi.
Mi scusi? Per favore.
Per favore.
Si narra che durante le crociate i cavalli, quando cercarono di caricarli a bordo delle navi,
But they were too large to be loaded on board the ships.
quindi sì.
Chi le ha staccate?
Il dojo immortale.
Dandolo tricked the Venetians into the Crusades. He was sorry, of course. They killed the museum of Holy Country. Dandolo ruled
Istanbul.
Istanbul. There's always a way out. I got your foot. Here's...
100 years.
Here, I got it. What are you doing? What? Oh my God. And the pointer, he left that all for you. So,
I loved him.
no.
Thank you, Robert.
No! No! Sienna, no! Sienna, no! No!
Come on. This took me 3...
I love it.
An idea. Love away.
Sooner than I expected. I see how we designed it me to you.
It's just safer.
What if they find you first? You've got to start by trusting me.
And the less we take, will be our own. Inferno will be at the end. If some things show, you'll do what must be done.
You're not alone.
So, that happens. Give you a minute.
Elizabeth is...
You've been used. But this is a moment of great opportunity for me. How much more is fine with thinning the herd once in a while? It's healthy. Cholera. And you know what?
It's inhuman.
Humanity is inhuman. Never stops paying for that. I'm going to ask you.
Terribly sorry. Must do this quickly. The less. Oh, facilitator. We gave you an injection of benzodiazepines. I prefer created reality. Cleared your memories so we could create a fresh scenario. A small incision was made in your scalp to give the...
Locks on hospital doors.
Exactly.
Hospital.
Also with me. A gun-fired blanks packet. The taxi driver at the hospital was working for...
With real bullets.
Let's whip it all the way quickly.
By killing me?
Boy. There's a great deal of situational I've been. Both are now. I know I behaved terribly at solving. Who better to solve it than you? Zobrist had fought. She came to us with serious. Zobrist had hired us. She said he was good enough to be alarmed, so we agreed to work with her. To opportunity.
It was Elizabeth who came to...
She brought it to you to decode. We took you from her on the street. And you called to the consulate?
Looking for you. Are you still in possession?
You had the way.
To make sure the virus is released.
People are disappointing. You mentioned Dr. Sinsky.
I'm fine.
Are you? Thank God.
Inferno is salvation.
I am so sorry I brought you in. I met him, you know, Zobrist. Mass sterilization in drinking water and staple food. But he disappeared, and I should probably have
For things that weren't your fault.
The doorway.
There. Regret? Borders, right along the edges. Sail where the warm water met the cold. The lift come out of the cold water and they'd eat them in the...
Not one particle of you has changed. Talk too much.
Elizabeth, to Geneva.
Well, that's a gift.
Turn around! Don't look!
Hani? Sizin sorumluluğunuz. Anlaştık mı? Ders bitti. Üzgünüm. Konuşuruz pazartesi. For what?
I've come very far to make sure night tonight, but there are others who are on their way to stop it.
How do we help?
Every day in the streets of Istanbul.
If the bag's intact, 5% of the Earth's population will be infected and fall.
Mr. I'm the curator here. Massive. Could you tell me specifically?
Deal for the sounds of trickling water. The sunken palace.
Does it go?
It's just drainage.
Artificially lit from within.
That's it. The ancients.
Take us there.
His words cannot send. You'll see exactly what he described.
How do I use it?
Detonation button. a call from this settlement all around. You need both bombs.
Cause misery and death? But to the Renaissance, we are rushing as fast as we can, preferable to suffering now. What if we embrace getting this, aren't you? I can see that you are.
Isn't well.
I need schematics of all conduits in physical and chemical barriers along supply.
Well, not anymore. We've modernized. The tourist attraction. The acoustics are excellent.
He created a bioaerosol. Contain it. Shall we go in? Robert, you don't have to go in there with us.
My God, this is a labyrinth.
Let's find it.
Spread out.
Yarışın arkadaşlar. Contact over here. I need some help.
Belongs to a specific category of green spirits. Chthonic.
Exactly what we saw in the video.
This is the walkway. If you find anything, report to me. It's matter.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Sir, I need you to step aside.
Sol taraftaki kapılardan
I got it! It's here! In this vault! Quickly!
Sienna!
Does this cube nitrogen purge without...
Sienna? There are too many of us down here! You... Come on, don't do this, Sienna, don't. You'll be murdering innocents.
It's what nature demands.
That's the logic of tyrants.
For a great action when others won't.
You want to do something? Fine.
If you love this planet, you'd do.
No one will look on this act and call it. Are you all right? You all right?
The virus is completely contained. So did they all. We take it back to Geneva for taxonomy and isolation dealing with. You?
Yeah. Dante and Beatrice.
I seem to remember it was important to you.
Yes, yes it is. About what could happen with you. To Alvarez of the museum staff.
But Marta isn't here.
Great news. Well, you might tell someone that
Is no longer here. It was stolen.
Signore, mi ha detto che l'aveva visto!